Your show will go live in 5 seconds. Four, three, two, one. Blog Talk Radio.
Yo, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So listen, I'm going to tell you how you can get a woman obsessed with you. How you get a girl to really be feeling you, right? So
what's going on, everybody? www.themandmindset.com. It's your boy, the Dean. Class is in session. You know what, guys? What I want to talk to you guys today about is attraction. And the thing for a lot of you guys is that you think you get a pass straight to attraction immediately. That's not going to happen. In order to do that, you have to make sure you get curiosity.
The following is rated TV MALSV. It contains strong language. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Welcome to the Dating Advice Hour with your hosts, Mr. Locario and Steve the Dean Williams. This show will teach you how to keep conversations going, how to be more attractive, more confident, more masculine, how to be better at knowing what to say to a woman, and have a more satisfied dating and sex life. Mr. Locario is the bad boy of the dating game. Badboymembership.com is where you can go to step up your game, as Mr. Locario provides you with detailed step-by-step dating advice, audio, video tutorials every month. Steve the Dean Williams has been teaching men about dating, sex, and manhood for over 25 years. From building yourself to having the perfect marriage. His website is www.themanmindset.com. The call-in number is 515-605-9373. That's 515-605-9373. Take it away, guys.
The bad boy of the dating game. What's good with you, Mr. Locario? What's up with you, fam?
What's going on? I'm chilling. What's good with you?
And I cannot call it, man. Just another day, another Tuesday, reading emails and answering questions, big guy.
All right.
Why don't you tell them about yourself, man?
Yeah, man. So, guys, as usual, make sure that you go to badboymembership.com so you can get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. You feel me? And also hit me up at mrlocario.com. And make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at real Mr. Locario.
All right, guys, you can follow me www.themanmindset.com. Don't forget, tonight we have a show at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all want to call in and chop it up. But if y'all want to talk to us right now, the number to call in is 515-605-9373. That is 515-605-9373. Who's up first, Mr. Locario?
Cool. I'll go first. This is actually a long one. This is actually a comment that was meant for me and you. And I actually talked about a little bit about this on my Bad Boy show, but I'm gonna bring it up here.
Okay.
So this one says. This one says. It says, Locario, this message is for you and also Steve the Dean as well. This time my comment will be very short, and I'm not trying to have a dig at you. The actual truth is you and Steve and other guys who have success with women is because it was meant for you to get women and seduce them, and they choose you guys. In this world, why is it always the minority that succeed and the majority fails? The same thing he said the same thing in religion. He says only very few people will succeed, and you and Steve are the minority when it comes to women. Truth is, Locario, not every guy can be good with women. It doesn't matter if they have confidence, game, sense of humor, etc. To make this clear, maybe what you're saying does attract women, but if you're ugly, it is useless. These qualities only work if women already find you physically attractive. Even if the ugly guy has those things, which you keep saying, just think logically. Do you think women are going to even give that guy a chance to speak as soon as they see his face? Of course not. They will think he's ugly and flat out reject him. Some guys are meant to lose and suck at getting women. It's all fate and you cannot change it. Not everyone is going to make it in life, and there is nothing you can do to change it. Maybe for once, why don't you and Steve tell the real truth? And the real truth is you're getting women because of your looks, and they choose you. Be honest with your fans, not with me, because I already know the truth. I want to say to you and Steve and guys who are good with women that you're very lucky and must be blessed to get beautiful women and have sex. I wish I had that, but I never get women because I'm ugly in the face. It doesn't matter if it's an average or beautiful woman. They don't show even one sign of interest to want to sleep with me. And he said, I will admit that I'm jealous, but I do respect you guys. So what, Steve, what's your thoughts on that?
I'm running the bottom stuff down. All right. Okay. I wrote a few things down. All right. Oh man, this is gonna be a long comment. Okay. The first thing is to him is that you're not ugly in the face, you're ugly on the inside.
Right.
We'll go into that in a second. But let me tell you, when you act like I didn't have problems with women. I told you in the second grade when I was kissing girls, I used to get my ass whipped. I told you when I was in the 4th and 5th grade, I would talk shit, go over girls' houses. They would unbutton my shirt and I would get scared. I told you when I was 9, I was naked with the babysitter, got nervous, turtle dick, did not fuck. I'm telling you, that was me. But the difference was that I met a mentor and I was tutored to one of his tutelage, and he showed me what I am showing you guys right now, number one. But the truth is, you know what? You are absolutely right on something. This isn't for everybody. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you why this isn't for you. Because instead of you wanting to learn, you are automatically trying to assume things. That is as someone who is not teachable. Someone who is teachable is not there to question because Locario gets women and I get women. What the fuck does that have to do with you? Number one. Okay, you're talking about let's see here. The majority fail. Of course the majority fails because the majority of you guys are all the same. You always focus on problems. Your whole email was focusing on problems, no solutions. You're always quick to blame everybody else that's going on in your poor, pathetic life. It's his fault. It's her fault. I'm not good enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. You think a woman wants to be with someone that, now again, I'm not being mean to you. I'm just being honest with you. You think someone wants to be around someone that cries and bitches, someone that always lives in the past, someone that always makes excuses, that lacks personal development? No, not every guy can be good. Listen, that is true unless you decide on learning. This is the problem with the majority of you guys. And you two who wrote this, you motherfuckers think that y'all can go around and cheat the game. You think you guys can go around and watch a few crummy ass YouTube videos, read a few fucking books, and watch a few fake ass gurus, and you think that you can be on the level we're at? No, fuck no, because what we have done and what we're doing, it takes time, which you choose not to utilize. But instead, you spend more time boo-hooing, poor me, my pee-pee hurt, and a woman doesn't want to be around someone like that. And like I keep telling you, yes, for some women, they are attracted to looks. But guess what? Some women are attracted to nice bodies. Some women are attracted to chubby guys. Some women are attracted to tall ones. Some women are attracted to short ones. What the fuck does that matter to you? Who gives a fuck what they are attracted to? Why? Because if you listen to what we show you, I could ask you right now. I'm sorry, Ms. Carver, I'm going too long. I'm throwing to you.
Go in.
I'm sorry. I'm just passionate about this shit, man. I'm sorry. But what I'm saying is look at you. Look at you. If I were to ask you, What's so special about you that makes women want to be with you? You couldn't tell me anything, but you want to ask your boy the Dean? Because your boy the Dean sees the big picture. Your boy the Dean has fucking vision. Your boy the Dean has direction. He thinks. I focus on listening skills. When I talk to women, I send clear, concise messages on what I want, and I don't bullshit. And when I talk to them, I don't talk to bullshit. I talk to impact them. I'm assertive. I go after what I want. I get things done. I may get knocked on my ass. I may even lose a woman, but I don't give a fuck because I am the sun, the moon, and the stars, and you can't tell me no different. And I would hang up on Locario right now if he didn't feel that way about himself.
Right.
He should be feeling that way, and I know he feel that way. I have high standards for myself. I don't care how I look. Look, I'm 5'7". I'm out of shape. I'm 47 years old, but I still can pull motherfucking bitches. That don't stop me. What's your excuse? I don't give a fuck what women think. I'm fearless. I can influence women with my charm. Look, setting clear expectations. Now, all these things, not go on and on and on, but my question to this guy, Locario, before I throw it to you, is, did I ever mention anything about my looks? No. Because everything I'm telling you comes from the inside, which a lot of you guys have fucked up, ugly ass insides. It's not your outside that kills you. It's as soon as you open your weak thinking, problematic, scary ass mouth. Mr. Locario, case in point. I bet you if that motherfucker was listening, because I did a show last Tuesday, Mr. Locario. I got emails. I'm gonna talk about that later. But Mr. Locario, I told people to call in my show last week, Mr. Locario.
Right.
Tell me what city you in. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find the places and parties where women are at. Why the fuck didn't you call in? What was your excuse? Because I'm bringing you to the women. I'm doing all the work. All you got to do is show up. But yet, you on this boo-hoo bullshit, and you expect us to feel sorry for you? I'm a fucking man. I don't feel sorry for weakness. I'm sorry, Mr. Locario. You got the floor now. I didn't mean to rub my mouth, but that fucking pisses me off.
Right. But you know, it's funny. I always find it interesting that so many guys are hung up on, you know, the looks thing, but there's only so much. You can't really do anything about how you look. Like, how you look is how you look, as far as like your facial features and all that. You can work on your appearance, so you work on your overall look, whatever. But based on how your face looks, he's like, oh, I got an ugly face, this and this and that. I'm like, that's just how it is. So there's nothing really you could do to change it unless you know. I hear dudes talking about, oh, I'm gonna get plastic surgery and all this other stuff. But I always say, listen, like you said, if your insides are the thing that's the thing that's ugly, it doesn't matter if you get plastic surgery, because if you don't feel it within, then it don't even matter. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, if I have a piece of shit and I put it in a nice shiny little box with a bow on it, it's still gonna smell like shit. You feel what I'm saying? Even though it's in this nice box with a bow on it. You feel what I'm saying? So even though the box looks good, what's inside is shit. So you got to change that inside. So that's what we're talking about. Now, the thing with he was saying that, you know, some people are gonna fail this and this and that. And yeah, there's always going to be those failures. But what people don't understand is, because he's saying that it's fate, like you have no choice but to fail, or, you know, you're just going to fail, period. And failure really is a choice, because you choosing whether or not you want to succeed or fail. You understand? You're choosing whether or not you want to progress or you want to stay in the same place you're in. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the problem with a lot of these guys, is that they don't realize that it's up to them. It's actually their choice, and they're choosing to be failures. You understand? Because, you know, I was talking to my wife about this other day, where I was saying, we were talking about like people actually wanting something. And the thing is, if you actually want to have success with women, you'll do what it takes to have success with women. You say, okay, what can I do in the position I'm in to get the best results? What do I need to work on? What are some things that I need to learn? What are some things that I need to do? And you would actually go and do it because you really actually want it. But a lot of times these guys don't really even want it. They sort of kind of want it. And they sort of want to stick in this sort of mind frame of thinking, well, it's hard for me to get it. I can't get it. So they have this sort of excuse and rationalization as to why they don't have it. So they don't really have to put in any real work. You see what I mean? They want to just chop it up to, oh, well, it's about you being good looking or you being this way and being that way. And I'm like, that's ridiculous, because all of that, first of all, that good looking stuff is still opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like like you said, some women are going to like this type of guy. Some women are going to like that type of guy. You understand? So it's up to you to interact with women, find the type of women who want you, and you find the type of woman you want, and then y'all connect and y'all make that shit pop. And that's it. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's all I gotta say about that shit, man.
Mr. Carter, I used to have a 412 and 351. We'll bring you in 1 second. I used to have a boy named I used to have a stripper service where called Poetry in Motion, where we would do bachelorette parties for women where you know, they would they would do some wild shit. You know, I pick 5 bad bitches and he'd be in the room naked and I put baby oil in their hand and they rub and suck his dick. That's a whole different story. But the thing about that guy was, when he was in high school, he was skinny. He looked like Debo in the face. He knew he was unattractive. Real skinny dude. But what he did was he got in the gym and he was hitting the weights and he was cock diesel and he was pulling bad women just based off his body. And then that body changed his attitude. And he knew he was ugly in the face, but he was still smashing bad bitches. So I don't want to hear this. I'm this and I know short, I know fat guys, I know all kind of guys. Guys with disabilities and all this are fucking beautiful women. So again, don't give me this ugly from the outside. It's ugly from the inside. Now we got 2 calls real quick, Miss Locario. Let's go ahead and break the call in first. 412, then 3. 412, did you have a question, sir? 412, going once. 412. All right, come back.
Like he was in a tropical storm or something.
What's up, guys? My question is about managing energy. You know, I've been going out so much and meeting women and talking with 5 a day and going to nightclubs. And I've been sleeping just 5 hours per day. So right now I've been feeling tired, a lot tired. But you say you just sleep 3 hours a day, I think this. So my question is, how do you manage the energy? How you feel? Because I'm not having energy right now. I'm getting tired to talk to women, you know. That's my question.
So hold on. So you said how much energy should you use when you're going out to get with women?
I think he's losing it. I think he's getting tired. I think he's getting tired or whatever.
Man. Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like I think a lot of times you get tired because you're wasting energy. You're probably wasting a lot of energy on frivolous things when you're interacting with women. So sometimes when guys go out and they talk to girls, they go out to these clubs, bars, whatever, and instead of really interacting with the girls who are choosing you or getting to the point, or really seeing which girls are being receptive to you, sometimes guys waste a lot of time talking to girls who aren't really that into them, talking to girls who play games, talking to girls who aren't really showing that much interest. So I would say try to minimize, dealing with the women who aren't showing you that interest quickly. You understand what I'm saying? So I would say when you go out there, talk to as many women as you can, but try to minimize the amount of women you talk to that's not really giving you any type of positive feedback. So if you go and talk to one girl and you're having a conversation with her, but she's being very standoffish, so she's not really giving you that energy, just be like, hey, well, it was nice talking to you. Move on to the next girl. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do more of that type of stuff. And then, because the thing is, the more positive reactions you get from women, usually that within itself motivates you to, you know, do more and it energizes you more versus if you're taking so much time out, wasting a lot of time talking to girls who are going to be bullshitting you or girls who are attention whores and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But also too, just in general, you got to understand that talking to women takes energy. So it's going to take a lot of energy anyway. You just want to make sure you're sort of consolidating that energy into, you know, more productive situations when you're dealing with girls. You know what I mean?
Now here's my problem with the question. When I was small, I was always competitive. Whether if it's paper football, throw up tackle, basketball, kickball, wall ball, dodgeball, pin dodgeball, army dodgeball, you name it, whatever the sport, whatever we were doing, I was competitive. And the feeling or the want or need to win was so great that there was no time to be tired. Now let me roll this into where you're talking about, and this is where I got a problem with you. And now I got to pull the belt out and put it on my shoulder because let me explain something to you. As the champ, there is no time for tired. I used to work 2 jobs. I used to go to work, come home, shit, shower, shave, go to work, meet women, fuck, and repeat the cycle again, and then find time to go meet other women. Why? Because when you see, you don't understand. A lot of you guys don't understand this thing called thrill of the hunt. Y'all don't understand how it feels to know when you're in the Serengeti, when you step out your door, you hear the roar of the crowd that gives you energy and motivation. When you see the ass and titties walking by, the cut off, the shirts, the Daisy Dukes. There's no, where's tired at? How can one be tired when every day I'm defending this belt? Every day I meet a woman, it's a Texas tornado. It's hell in a cell. It's a cage match. But you know what? I'm going to put my belt on the line every damn day and knowing every day, not only can I lose it, but I don't lose it, but I can lose it. And that's motivation. But what I'm saying, what I don't understand is how can you get tired of something that is so fun to do? Like for me, it's like playing video games. I love video games. I enjoy video games. Like I say, I'm competitive. I love playing shooting games. So there's no time to get tired. There's no time to sit there and say, wow, talking to women is pretty exhausting. And how can it be when here it is? This is an opportunity. Look, I have come from Mount Olympus down here to meet this woman. Here is her opportunity at greatness. Here is her chance to be with someone who she's never been with before. I mean, there's no reason or excuse to sit there and say that going and talking to women is a thing that takes energy. How can talking to something that you want to smash, something who's facing the pillow, ass in the air, and all you got to do is go over there? And knowing that, guess what? When I walk over there may be pitfalls. There may be crocodiles. It may be storms. But I don't give a fuck. Bring it on. Show me what I need to do to be stronger, better. You got to have that motivation inside of yourself to push you to be greater. Because you know what? If Mr. Locario and I were going out and I got to talk to a chick before him and I pulled the chick, you think I'm satisfied? Fuck no. Because I know this. Mr. Locario's going back in the dungeon. That means if Mr. Locario's going back in the dungeon, I've got to go back in the dungeon and still tweak and work on my game. Because there'll be no motherfucking way I'm going to let him outdo me. And you don't think he's thinking the same? That's the motivation that you should have. Every guy out there is trying to outdo you. So you got to be better every fucking day. And knowing you got this belt on your shoulder should be motivation enough. It should be the light in the darkness. It should be the driving force to make you say, damn, dog, man, I'm just getting off work. What I'm about to do, man, hey, I'm going home to sit around and eat potato chips. Well, I'm going home to go to the bar and do nothing. well, I'm going to do this. Hey, Steve, what you doing? Man, I'm about to go give me some ass. And if I ain't getting no ass, I'm going to go look for some. But see, when you, and that's that energy, I guess you want, because I don't like do the energy thing, but I'm just saying that who you think a woman's going to be more enthusiastic to meet? Someone who feels this way about himself or someone who's always down on himself or making excuses, man. So you got to get that out of your system and realize your worth, dog. That's the thing with y'all guys. You don't realize your worth. You don't know how valuable you are. You don't think that you have this belt on your shoulder every fucking day. I'm sorry, Mr. Carr. Just got caught in the moment, man.
Nah, real shit. Yeah, that's real shit, man.
Yeah, so, all right, well, we'll throw you back in. But, yeah, y'all want to call in 515-605-9373 is the number, and I guess I'll read up next. But that's all I'm saying, Mr. Cario. It's just a lot of guys don't have that I want to go get it attitude, man.
Real shit.
That's real motherfucking shit. All right, well, let's go ahead and let me go ahead and read the next one. All right, guys, this one is, all right, Steve. Let's see, I'm going to getting out, trying to meet women in different social platforms and also apps. I use a few openers to meet women, and I got an okay response. Though sometimes I always talk to women, I always get a nasty attitude back, okay? Usually from mid to young women. Now, I'm 36 myself, but a lot of these women give me bad attitudes, and this is how it usually goes. Here's an example. He says, I'm just reading, Mr. Locario. Please don't judge me. He usually says to women, quick question. What is your take on pancakes? Fuck you, Miss. Wait, Mr. Carr, can I finish this without you laughing? I feel like you're laughing at me. Can I finish this, sir? Please? I'm just fucking with you. Anyway, quick question. What is your take on pancakes, plain or whole grain? And then the woman sometimes, the last one we talked to said, I'd take some other option. He replied back to her, okay, interesting. What about toppings? Sweet or savory? She would say, I go for some type of syrup. And then all of a sudden, she gets a nasty attitude. Did I miss something here? Or is just this person just a shitty person? Does this woman have an attitude problem? I know a lot of girls get have over-infatuated egos when it comes to these apps. And I just want to know what it is. But I didn't realize that if you're asking a simple question, why get such a mean answer in return? What's your thoughts?
Well, man, look, see, you know what guys got to really understand is that when you're talking to women, right? Women have been having conversations, interactions with guys forever. And so women know when you're trying to get at them, but when you start asking them goofy stuff, you understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, what do you think about pancakes? You know what I mean? It's like, she's like, what's all this about? So the thing is that you need to start having conversations and interactions with women where you're getting to the point and letting them know what you're trying to do. You see what I'm saying? Because see, what it sounds like he's trying to do is he's trying to go indirect and, start the conversation with something. And there's nothing wrong with going indirect, but if you're going to be indirect in the context of what's going on in the situation. So what does pancakes have to do with anything going on in the situation right now? You see what I'm saying? Like, are y'all at a restaurant? Are y'all about to eat? You know what I mean? Like, what does that have to do with anything? You see what I mean? So then she's looking at you like, dude, why are we even having this conversation? I know you're trying to get at me. Why don't you just be a man and let me know what you're trying to do? Let me know what it is. And so that's the thing that guys got to understand. It's like, stop, beating around the bush and trying to be all weird and back and forth with some goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you're getting those responses. Just be real with her and be like, yo, miss, listen, what's going on with you? How you doing today? Listen, thought you was really attractive. My name is so-and-so. Me and you should get together, get a drink sometime. Like, here's my number. Like, that's it. You understand? All of that other extra stupidness is like, they're looking at you like, hey, why are you wasting my time? You know what I'm saying? So that's why you're probably getting those those negative responses. But Steve, what's your thoughts on that though?
How do you feel about the weather? When was your last boyfriend? How was work? What college did you attend? Why did y'all break up? What are you looking for in a guy? How was your day? And then you want to add the pancakes. Now, don't get me wrong. And what I'm going to say is about to sound really fucked up. But if it were me or Miss Locario or Rosebud or any of the fellas, we would love those questions. Because what you guys don't understand is that when you ask the fucking boring question, guess who is telling us about the boring bullshit that you asked? Hey, girl, what's going on? What's up with you, sexy? Oh, nothing. I just had this. You ain't gonna believe this guy. What's going on, babe? What happened? Well, this guy, he tried to talk to me and he asked me about pancakes. How could he ask me about? Then it's over. then guess what? I'm gonna take the pancake thing that you said and I'm gonna utilize it to set something up to get some pussy and have pancakes in the morning. What I'm saying for you guys is this is why I keep telling you, if you are not an impactful person, if you cannot speak your mind and stand on it, that means, this is why I would love to hang out with a Miss Locario. Because Miss Locario is going to force me to do one thing: either get better or get lagged behind. The problem with you guys is that you got loser friends that won't ever push you to be greater. All they're doing is making you into a bigger ass loser. That's why I tell you, get rid of your loser friends. Because all they're going to do is tell you loser ass shit. You never walk. How the fuck? What does pancakes have to do with you fucking? What does pancakes have to do with you telling a woman how you feel, Ms. Locario? It has nothing to do with it. But yet, you guys don't know you. You don't know how to approach. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to text. You don't even know what to do on a fucking date. And it's not me complaining. It's them. It's them. Because if you're talking about pancakes, she's already, guess what she figured out? You're a sucker. Mr. Carr, I'm not trying to, can I get honest for a second? I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but this is an honesty show, right?
Right. Go in.
and guys, I say this with love, and y'all care about you motherfuckers. But here's the thing, man. When you ask pancakes how she doing, when you talk about shit that has nothing to do with the two of you, you know what she sees? A weak motherfucker that would do anything for her. A punk ass bitch that will always seek her fucking permission. A weak, sorry, spineless motherfucker that she can disrespect and treat like shit. She will always know that whenever she needs you to drive around, pay her rent, or do something for her, you'll always be available. But not to fuck. Not to fuck. She knows this about you. She knows that you will never stand on any principles, and you will never stand on, because you don't have any principles. So when you open your mouth, we keep trying to tell you, they know you before you even approach them based off of your hate ass behavior. Miss Locario, you got it.
Yeah, man, that's real crazy, man. Shit. All right, let me get to this next email. All right, so this one says, how long should I wait to have sex with this girl? I already went on 3 dates with this girl, and I'm going to hit her up this weekend to see her again, but I want to have sex with her. I don't want to go on any more dates. What do I do? She told me that she's the type of girl that likes to take things slow, so I don't want to scare her off by being too forward. So what should I do when I text her? Should I set up another date even though I don't want to go on it and then try to have sex with her? Or should I try to get straight to sex by telling her to come to my place? What's your thoughts on that?
Hey. You know what I love? I love it when Miss Locario, you look at them and they holding a little kitty cat. I love when you look at them and they tell, I'm a good girl. I'm a church-going girl. I'm not that kind of girl. I would never do that. All that bullshit. Let me tell you, that's for you suckers out there. You know what? Listen, let me tell you something. You ain't fucking. Wait, how many? He say 3 weeks? It's been 3 weeks?
No, he said it's been 3 dates already.
3 dates? Dude, if you ain't fucking by the first, look, if you ain't fucking before the first date or a little bit after the first date, then it's over, dog. You might as well just pick up Steve Harvey's book and understand that you're going to have to wait 90 days because guess what? Y'all have not read the memo. Women love to fuck. Mm-hmm. Women love to suck dick. And I repeat again, women love to fuck. And the problem is there's nothing special about you that makes her pussy wet when she's around you. That's why she is trying to balance it out with meals. So it's going to take you probably 6 more dates to get a hug from her because there's nothing special about you. You're boring. There's nothing that turns her on. And unfortunately, I don't mean to put Miss Locario's business out there, but I'm sure she's probably fucking Miss Locario right now because while she's eating your meals and taking your food and fixing it for Miss Locario, because you guys don't understand something. You cannot hide behind text messages. You cannot hide behind dates. You cannot hide behind you. You will come out and she will realize that you ain't shit. And I'm not calling you that. I'm just saying by his behaviors, Locario. What's your take, man?
Yeah, real talk. Well, the thing is, I think what happens with a lot of these guys is they don't when they're dealing with these girls, they're not showing sexual interest in these girls on these dates. You understand what I'm saying? And so a lot of times they'll be on these dates and they'll be very platonic, very friendly, very just matter of fact. And then what happens is a lot of these women, they look at these dudes and they're like, okay, he seems like the type of guy I can take advantage of. He seems like the type of guy I can friend zone. He seems like the type of guy I could play games with, the type of guy I could get to pay my rent, to, take me, wherever I want to go. And, I can use him for attention. I don't really need to give him anything. You know what I'm saying? So they can tell based off of the way that you're, coming at them. You see what I'm saying? And so this is why I be telling guys, when they dealing with chicks, they need to make sure that they're interacting with her to see how sexually interested this girl is in them, because you could actually potentially waste a whole bunch of time going on a whole bunch of dates with a woman. She's going to use you for the attention, use you for the free meals or whatever it is you're doing. And then when you try to make something happen with her, she's like, well, I had a really good time, but I just feel like we should just be friends. I don't feel that spark. I don't think it's a good match. They'll say all that type of shit. And then you're sitting there upset and frustrated. And now you want to go MGTOW and all that other shit because, you're like, oh, these girls just whatever. And all of that was really your fault because you didn't know how to assert yourself in the beginning to make sure that you'll see if this girl is actually into you or not. You see what I mean? And so that's what it is. And you got to really make sure that you are putting out that sexual interest and creating that sexual tension from the beginning so that you can make sure that this girl is actually sexually interested in you. Because he's asking, oh, I want to have sex with her. How do I do this? This girl may not even want to have sex with this guy. You understand what I'm saying? He doesn't even know at this point because he's not really doing anything to, create that situation. So you guys got to make sure that you are really making that happen. You understand what I'm saying? Oh,
They ain't trying to make it happen because he's on it. You rather go take her out to eat and all this other shit instead of putting her ass bending her ass over and eat that motherfucking pussy and shit.
Right.
It's like what I don't understand with you guys is why do y'all believe the shit y'all see on TV? They want you to go on dates. They want you to spend a lot of money. And that's why you think they have ladies' night, ladies getting for free. They know a bunch of you sucker motherfuckers gonna be in there buying these bitches drinks and shit. Wake the fuck up, man. You don't have to go on 3. I mean, God, I can't even spell 3 days, dog. I mean, how the fuck I don't even know how that even spell. What is 3 days without fucking? What is that about? What kind of man? 515-605-9373 is the number. Let me see if this guy who made all this noise before. 412, did you have a question, sir, or are you just listening?
I want to drop some knowledge.
You want to what?
I want to drop some knowledge.
What do you mean drop some knowledge? What knowledge you want to drop?
All right. I've been listening to your show for a month now. And I figured I had kind of like some beta syndrome. Like I was kind of nervous. And like kind of just sad to like approach girls, but I figured it out. I figured out the problem. And it might be like a millennial generational type of situation. So the problem is the reason why so many guys are betas, at least for me, was because of porn.
No, because I've always watched porn. It's not porn. It's not porn. It's you. Listen, this is what y'all listen. Anytime you want to use something outside of yourself, it's an excuse, dog. It's not porn. It's the fact that you choose not to learn how to grow. It's a choice, man.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. No, this is the reason why I said that, though. It's because in porn, you're not in control of nothing. The females that you're watching are in control. So you're basically getting bitched by them.
Left onto DeWalt Drive.
And like if you're watching solo, if you're watching people actually have sex, then you're really getting bitched because you're watching them have sex and you're not doing it. And then you become reliant on it because instead of actually approaching females, you'll just watch porn. So it's like
in a quarter mile, turn left onto McNeely Road.
It's like an escape route. Instead of actually working to get a girl to improve yourself, you just watch porn.
No, but sir, you need to say this sentence correctly. Instead of getting off my lazy ass and talking to women, I'd rather stay in the house and make excuses. That's what you should be saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you didn't say that though. Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, so then if you know that you need to get up off your lazy ass, then what should you be doing then?
I mean, that's what you got to do.
McNeely Road.
No, but I'm saying.
But another thing with that is, like when you kill another confidence killer, because that's to me that's like, for me, I'm a Christian, so I believe in Christ.
Road for 1 mile.
And like all of that porn shit, it's really evil to me personally for my beliefs. So when you're doing something continuously that you know is a sin, in my eyes, it's a sin, you lose more confidence because you don't have integrity in yourself. So you're constantly killing your own integrity because you're doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing. Because it replaces the need. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. Like if you want a let's say you want a, I like cars, so let's say you want a Ferrari, right? Instead of actually working, investing, earning money, going to school, etc., to actually get a Ferrari in real life, what most people do is they'll watch somebody with a Ferrari on YouTube or on Instagram, or they'll see somebody else with the car, and then they'll go back to their normal life and dream of having that car. That's kind of how it is now. It's not that extreme when you're dating, but it's like a comfort. It's like, okay, since I don't have a girlfriend, I'm gonna just watch porn. It kills the momentum. Now it might not kill it for you. Like you might still have the desire, but for a lot of guys, if they could watch porn, why would they go out and get a girl?
Locario, I'm gonna let you take the wheel real
What's
quick.
the point? I mean, they still want a girl, but they'll watch porn just to.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing. Though. I kind of see what you're saying, but this is the
right onto Pioneer Avenue. Your destination.
I should say about this. is that see porn. It doesn't replace the need for women. You see what I'm saying? Or the desire you're gonna have for women. So some guys will try to use that as the thing of saying, well, I'll just watch porn and you know, jerk off and I'll be cool or whatever. And that's cool. Like you would do that and you get your nut off or whatever, but you still are gonna want and desire women still. It's not gonna, your desire for women is not gonna go away. So it's kind of like it's still it doesn't really even matter. But I think with you, because you're saying that you think porn is demonic and you know and that's coming from your belief of how you just believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I love porn. You know what I'm saying? And as much sex as I have, I still watch porn. You know what I mean? So it's not that the porn is gonna be a substitute for the sex, because even though I watch porn, I still like to have sex you know, with actual women, you know what I mean, there. You see what I mean? So I think for a lot of guys is that they'll try to use the porn excuse or use the porn as a substitute, but it's not really a substitute. It's just a quick fix for the moment, because you're still gonna want other women. But as far as like you thinking it's demonic or whatever, that's just really just coming from your belief of you know, of what you believe, because it's not necessarily demonic. You know what I mean? It's people having sex. You know what I mean? Like that's what porn is. So it's like is having sex demonic? Is there something wrong with having sex?
Oh, let me bring him back in. I'm sorry. Something wrong with having sex? 412.
No problem. Here, I agree with him, but one thing with it, like it, I'm not saying that it kills your desire to have sex with a girl. What I'm saying is it gives you leeway to not approach them, or like I'm trying to.
No, I see. That's what I'm saying. I see what you're saying, but
You still want a girl, or you still have your wife, or whatever.
No, I see what you're saying. What I'm saying though is
it's kind of like eating sugar. It's like eating donuts. Like instead of
wait, hold on. Lucario's talking. Hold on, go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead, Miss Carter. Go ahead.
Oh no. This is what I just want to say. I see. Trust me. I see what he's saying. What I'm saying is that it's actually just a rationalization though, because what you got to understand is in whatever you're doing in life is based off of that specific experience. So there's nothing I can do to replace the experience of what I'm trying to get. So if you're saying I'm sort of using porn so I don't have to go and holler at girls, it still doesn't equate, because even if I use porn, that's totally different from me actually going out to get a girl. Now, if I'm trying to make that connection that I'm replacing it, that's only me rationalizing it in my mind. But in my actual being, the truth is I know that it's different. So I could jerk off all day and try and say, well, I jerked off, so I don't got to talk to girls. I jerked off. You're still gonna have that energy. This is why I always laugh at dudes who say they're MGTOW and they're not gonna fuck with chicks, because you can say, oh, I'm just gonna go out here and distract myself with something else, but the desire you want, the innate desire you have to have sex with women, which is natural, will always be there no matter what you're trying to do. So it doesn't matter if a guy watches porn all day, he's still gonna want to have sex with women. Period. That's all I'm saying.
All right, we got two other calls, 347 and 937. We bring you in 1 second. Now, last thing, 412. You there, big dog? Last thing I want to say to you. Can you stop? Yeah. Can you stop lying and just be honest for a second? Can we just be honest and stop all the bullshit lying? Why don't you just be honest and say, look, Steve, I don't know how to talk to women. I don't know what to say to women. I don't know how to text women. I don't know how to approach a woman. If I got a fucking woman, I won't know what to do. Why don't you just be honest and say that instead of using the porn bullshit? Because again, you listen. You don't have to lie to us. The worst thing you're doing right now is lying to yourself. You're using porn as an excuse because you are scared to talk to women. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to say. So why don't you just be honest and say, look, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, instead of telling us it's porn. Why don't you just be honest with yourself, man?
You know what? I completely agree. Like,
Right. So
I don't got a lot of experience.
So, but no,
with I mean, I'm 28. I don't got a.
Well, so stop. We men here. So just be like Steve, Mr. Locario. Yeah. I need help because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. That's much better than being like, well, you know, my parents ate my paper and the dog was this and this reason and that. We don't want to hear that shit because you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. You're scared of women, and it's okay to admit that shit. You don't know what to do. You have no idea what to do. So you're using porn, Christianity, the devil, and other fucking midgets and fucking leprechauns as an excuse to why you can't get no pussy, man. Just be listen. We got to grab these other calls. We'll put you in a second, bring you back in. You motherfuckers need to be honest with yourself and stop trying to think that we stupid. Hey, Mr. Cario, they think we boo-boo the fool. They think we are boo-boo the motherfucking fool. Like, they can come on there and tell us some bullshit. We can be like, okay.
Right.
Get the fuck out. Man, let's bring the next call in. 347 and 937 next. 347, what's your question, man?
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going, Locario? How's it going, Steve?
What up? What's going on?
Man?
What's up?
How's it going? Yeah, I was wanting to add a comment. Man, I want to ask you what that last caller said. Because I'm listening to this, no disrespect, I'm listening to this damn fool right here. I'm like, he sounds like an incel. He sounds like an incel making excuses. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude, man? The number one main thing that beta males are created, that they're created by other beta males. No male leadership. To teach these men how to be men. You can't use porn as a damn excuse and shit. I watch porn and I still go out and get pussy and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's nothing but a damn excuse what he's making with that damn bull crap, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn.
Yeah. All right, well, thanks, dog. But no, Locario, what you got on that, sir? On what 347 said, sir?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, again, dude's always trying to look for the rationalization as to why, or they're not getting sex or things. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, it's always two different things, man. It's either you making shit happen or you're not. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to use some rationalization or try to mix it up or try to say, well, I'm gonna substitute that for that. It doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Well, and thank you, 347 937 bringing in 1 second. Here's the thing. I am a egotistical, arrogant, conceited asshole, 412. But I knew at 9 years old that I knew that I didn't know shit when it came to women. I thought I knew some stuff, but I had no idea what I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know, dog. But what I did was I told myself the truth. If I stay where I'm at, I'm going to end up with being a motherfucker making excuses. So what I did was I was honest with myself. I need help because I was sick of talking shit to women, going over their houses, they unbuttoning my shirt, and I'm scurrying off like a little bitch. I was sick of that. So you know what I did at 9 years old? I said, you know what? I'm going to find me somebody that gets women, and I'm going to soak up everything he tells me like a sponge. Because he is successful. That is your fucking problem, guys. You motherfuckers think you can do it on your own. Water seeps to its own level. And I keep telling you motherfuckers, if you are a beta and you ask yourself an alpha question, you ain't going to ever get an alpha answer because you're only going to be at your level. You motherfuckers need to find coaches. You have Mr. Locario, Bad Boy Membership. You have me, the Man Mindset. Make a fucking choice and learn. But stop these excuses, man. Because I love porn. IXXX, xvideo.com.
Exactly right. For real.
Hey, dog, they got a real good one. Let me find that. It's spankbang.com. That's a real good one. Hey, you put the mouse over the picture, they show you video clips.
Right.
Yes. I've always been jerking off and watching porn, but I've been talking to women as well, man.
Right. Porn is good. He talking about it's demonic. That shit is.
Yeah. Hey, let me go. Hey, you demonic. I'm a demonic motherfucker then. Hey, 937. What's your question, dog? What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Steve? Mr. Locario.
What up?
All right, so my thing is, what product should I buy? Because I think my problem is like I'll talk to women. Sometimes I'll get in good with them and everything like that. Even have a relationship. Like I've been married twice, but when it comes to having the confidence to ask a woman for certain sexual favors when I'm in that relationship with them, to like if I just wanted that, that's when the fear comes in. Like if I just wanted something out of the ordinary, and then is it the I don't know what can give you that of a principle, but you still not just you're not afraid of what you want.
Mm. So wait, so you asking how do you let a chick know you want to do some sexual shit with her, just like straight up? Is that what you're saying?
It was a lot of noise. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Mr. Locario? I'll bring him back in. But what were you saying?
No, I was asking him what exactly was he asking? Was he asking how do you like tell a chick you want to do something sexual with her? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, is that what you're saying, sir? You want to know how to ask a chick for what?
Yeah, like say, okay, okay, like sometimes I romanticize women where after a while, like I may come out the box like not afraid of nothing at first, but then when I start like being with them for over a month or so, then I start to wear down and start to look at them like I'm supposed to be kind of like helping them or kind of like being their best friend, and that's what I don't want to do. I developed this pattern of getting in a friend zone, and I don't see them as something that can benefit me or something like that I could get something out of it.
Mm.
Especially sexually.
And so why do you do that? Why do you see yourself doing that? Like, why do you feel like you need, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you going down that path? Like, what makes you do that?
If I knew that, man, I don't actually know that, but I just know that like I put, like sometimes like I've had programming, like I've heard people say it like this, where I've had programming like the one guy was talking about in church, where you think that you're not supposed to ask a woman for certain things.
Oh, so it sounds like
you may want it,
right? So it sounds like what it is that you want to get something popping with the girl. You want to have some sexual situations with the girls, but in your mind right now, you feel sort of guilty or weird being sexual with a woman up front. Is that sort of what it is?
I mean, my text, I can text it to a girl, but saying it like one-on-one, talking face-to-face, looking her in the eye, that's different.
And what do you think is going to happen?
And talk dirty to a girl, but like saying it and just looking in her face, it becomes different.
And what do you think is going to happen if you do that, though? What do you think is going to happen if you say it to her face?
Well, I'm ready to try it, so it ain't gonna last too long where I don't, because I just think like what the other caller said is that when you experience porn, you're like, man, I'm not okay. If you had a dad that didn't teach you something, and then you have you guys that are teaching you something, I don't think that guy has bought the product. So you look at it like, okay, if I can get the information here, there's no excuses. And so that's what I'm asking y'all. Like when I'm in that battlefield and I'm trying to close, because sometimes like I went on a date this past week, and like I find out the girl was wanting a relationship, and this was just after like a 3 or 4 days of texting. And then like we went on one date just for we went to Steak and Shake and got some milkshakes. So, but so when I see this, I didn't want a relationship with her because of not that I didn't want a relationship, but I didn't want it with her. So with her, all I wanted was sex. And when I said that, She was kind of like on the fence, but I couldn't close.
All right, wait, 937. Hold your thoughts because Mr. Locario is. I know Miss. Hold on a second. I got something to say, but I want Mr. Locario to go because I know he's got to go soon. So, Mr. Locario, you have the floor and you can wrap it because I know you're good for your hour. So
yeah, so the thing is, what I would say to you is I think there's this block that you have when it comes to being sexual with women. And so what happens is that you sort of tiptoe around the vagina, and then when it comes time to make some happen, at this point it's already too late because she sees you as that like non-sexual guy or whatever. So I think what happens is you need to like stop being nervous or scared to be a sexual type of guy when you're dealing with women from the jump, so that you can see if this girl is sexually interested in you. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the problem. Because even the last email we read, where a guy was saying he went out on 3 dates with the girl, he's trying to have sex with her. A lot of guys, they don't show sexual interest, and then so these women, they look at you like, oh well, maybe he's one of those guys that, I'm not gonna act like a slut in front of him. I'm not going to be sexual in front of him, and then it takes longer, and then all of a sudden she sees you as some guy that she's not really gonna do nothing with. So you got to be prepared, and you have to be okay with being sexual with her up front from the jump. You see what I mean? But that's something that you have to get used to and comfortable with, because right now it seems like you have that sort of block in your mind based off of what you was brought up to think, or, because you got to understand, women love dick, man. Women love to have sex. So have that on your mind when you're interacting with them. You understand? Don't think that they're not going to want to do it, or don't think that they're scared of the dick, or you know what I'm saying? They want to make this happen. So just, make sure that you do that. You feel what I'm saying? But listen, I appreciate all you guys. I gotta bounce. Make sure you guys, hit me up at badboymembership.com and holla at me, MrLocario.com, and also follow me on Instagram at real Mr. Locario.